favorite time of year. I love the lights, the decorations, and giving gifts to family and friends.
I'm Crystal, and I love the season because we get to fluff pillows for so many wonderful guests over the holidays.
And I'm Jan, and I love Christmas at Palm Garden because we make everything festive and fun while we remember the reason for the season.
From all of us to all of you,
Merry Christmas from Palm Garden!
Channukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
It's 11 minutes after 11 o'clock. That's supposed to be good luck, right? When you're 11:11?
Yeah, I think so.
Rabbi Yossi Hecht is on the phone today, and he's the one who introduced me to the, what's this called? This group called again? The Huckabees? No, the Yuckabees.
The Maccabees.
The Maccabees.
Yeah, the Maccabees.
Rabbi Yossi Hecht is the rabbi of the Chabad Lubavitch Jewish Center of Marion County. He's our go-to guy when it comes to anything Jewish, right? Hanukkah is one of the best things Jewish, I think.
Exactly.
Good morning, Rabbi.
It's a great Jewish festival and holiday.
Where are you?
I'm at home.
You're at home. And how are you doing?
We're doing good, thank God. We're getting ready for a big, very exciting Channukah holiday. We got all kinds of stuff coming up. We have our big menorah lighting in the square as we do every year, and that's going to be on Sunday coming up. That's going to be the first night of Hanukkah, 5:30 p.m. So I hope everyone will join us. And of course, we have some other good things. We're doing a big menorah lighting in Leesburg this year, in the Leesburg Mall. And it's called the Lake Square Mall. Mall is being renovated after many years. We're doing a grand, what we call Channukah Winter Wonderland.
Oh, really?
at our Chabad house. That's going to be on Tuesday evening. So we have lots of fun stuff coming up to celebrate Hanukkah, and of course, lots of latkes. Those are the fried potato pancakes, which is tradition to eat on Hanukkah.
Yeah.
We have lots of jelly donuts and dreidels. We're spinning lots of dreidels, of course, menorahs, lighting the candles, and all kinds of fun stuff for the holiday.
I have a dreidel on my desk that you gave me a long time ago, and I spin it every time I sit there.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope your skills are still up there.
Oh, I don't have any skills at all. I just spin it.
Try it upside down.
Oh, yeah, right. Hey, I have a question to ask you. You helped me pick out a good Hanukkah song. Is there a good Hanukkah movie?
Good Hanukkah movie.
Yeah. I want to watch one, Robert. I want to watch a Hanukkah movie.
Okay.
I guess not. It's a hard one to come by, huh? Like there's no Frosty the Snowman for Hanukkah?
There are some that I remember for kids, but they're not like Hollywood movies. But
oh my gosh,
sure. I don't have one off the top of my mind.
We need to make one. We need to make a Hanukkah movie.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot that have sort of Hanukkah incorporated within them, or that have some characters, and then they'll, you have one or two characters who are Jewish, so
yeah.
While there's all other kinds of celebrations going on, and then they're celebrating the Hanukkah spirit, or while everyone else is celebrating Christmas or whatever else it may be.
Yeah, that's right. So what's your tradition in your home?
In our home, we every child has their own menorah, which is the candelabra that we light with 8 candles, one each night. Every child gets to light their own, and we get together. The way it's become is being that a lot of times we have programs going on at the beginning of the night, so we don't get to actually lighting together as a family till later on. But after we get home, we'll get together, we'll light the menorah together. We'll hopefully fry some latkes. We'll sing some songs. We'll spin the dreidel. Of course, chocolate Channukah gelt is always fun. We always give gelt as well. The word gelt means money in Yiddish, but in the Jewish language, and it's tradition to give money for Channukah, and that's the idea of gelt is not just to give gifts, but it's to teach the children the importance of giving and to share with others. And so when you're giving them, you hope that they'll also take and give some charity to others, to someone that's more needy. And so each kid gets some Channukah gelt, some money or gifts, and we celebrate together. We have a good time, a lot of fun.
You know, I just looked up Hanukkah movies, and I found one that I've actually seen, and it is a cartoon. It's an Adam Sandler cartoon called 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's a movie, but isn't that a song?
No. He's got a movie called it's a cartoon, 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh, okay.
But doesn't he sing the song in the movie? I think.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
In this movie, there's a character named Whitey.
Oh,
Whitey talks like this. Whitey says, "How come you're always doing stuff to me?"
Oh, you sound like Adam Sandler. That's good.
I think the menorah lighting is a very, very special event. It's a very fun event. We get to see the children, and the children are actually very, very exciting to watch. As they
It is, and I love when you guys come. And you guys even had some special video photography there in the past.
Correct.
You posted the video on YouTube.
Yes, that was fun. And you helped me.
You can still find some of those.
I helped you do, what did I lit the Canor. Are you doing that again this year?
The Channukah. Yeah, we're not doing that this year. But we were hoping to have, we have a juggler. We're hoping to have him juggle some fire, but the city's not allowing us to do that. So,
Oh, okay. Juggler with fire.
so he'll just be juggling other things.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's pretty
Is it a man
exciting.
or a woman? Who's the juggler?
It's a man.
A man.
He came last year as well. He was very good.
Oh, okay.
And we'll have some music, some Channukah music. Of course, we have the mayor always comes, and we have some of the county commissioners come, and it's always a good way to connect the community and to show the unity within the community, especially this time now. There's a lot of divisiveness, and we've seen a lot of tragedies within the Jewish community. Even just recently, we had another one in New Jersey, and so this is a good time to connect the Jewish community with the rest of the community,
right.
and to come together with light. Channukah is about spreading light. It's about spreading love, spreading goodness, spreading joy.
Yeah.
And that's what we really need. We need a lot more of that. We're unfortunately going in a direction where people are much more interested in hate and divisiveness. We hope that we could change that a little bit.
I have a question about protocol. If a non-Jew wanted to go to a Hanukkah service, for example, at the synagogue, what protocol do we need to know? And a man has to wear a yarmulke, right?
Yes.
And do we buy one in the store, or do you have one waiting for us?
We have yarmulkes available. Not everyone that attends our regular services are that religious, so not everyone that comes actually has yarmulkes.
Okay.
So we have that available. We have for the men, we have a talit, which is a prayer shawl, and we have prayer books. The prayer books that we offer have both English and Hebrew. Some of the prayers we do in English, but even for the prayers, even for the Hebrew prayers, a lot of those are actually, you have the English translation. So and we always encourage everyone that you can pray in any way that speaks to you, that you're able to connect to God on your level, and there's not one way that works for everyone. God connects to each individual on their level and their way of understanding. And the idea of prayer is universal. The idea of prayer is that everyone connects to God in their own way.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Do the children have their own services for Hanukkah while the adults are doing theirs, or is it together?
The children will sometimes come join for certain parts of the service, and the rest they'll do on their own. For example, when we take out what's called the Torah is a scroll which has in it the entire Bible written on it in Hebrew. It's the original wording, the way it was passed down from Moses, from the original text. And we read this Torah scroll, we read from it every single Sabbath. And so the children like to come when we're reading from the scroll, and we usually give them the honor of wrapping the Torah when we're done, and they get to put on its mantle and its cover and the special crown that comes along with it. So we try to incorporate the children as much as we can.
Rabbi Hecht, I have a question for you. Are you also the cantor of the synagogue, or is there somebody else who does that?
I am. I do the cantor as well.
And is that normal? Is the rabbi and the cantor usually one and the same?
Not necessarily. If the rabbi knows how to lead the service, sometimes the rabbi is there just for spiritual guidance. Not always does a rabbi have the best voice. It depends.
Can you tell if you're speaking with a child at a very young age that their love and their mission in life is to eventually become a rabbi when they get older?
We try and impart the idea of doing something where they could make a difference in the world, doing something that they could have a change and an effect on not only on themselves but on others and other people in other communities, in other places. So if that means becoming a rabbi, then that's something that we definitely encourage, and we try to teach them to do so. But it's also important to teach them that if they don't look in that direction, to know that they are God's messenger wherever they are. So if someone decides to become a doctor, they're God's messenger in their place in life. My father was a doctor for many, many years. If someone decides to pursue other careers, it's not that it's one or the other. Everyone has their own place in life that they are able to make a difference, and when you see it that way, then it's not unique to saying, only a rabbi can have a spiritual difference on someone, but everyone has that job.
Yeah, and I hear the children in the background, so
I love that.
In addition to being rabbi, you're daddy.
Yeah,
right?
You're a great dad.
That's my baby. The rest are in school.
What things do the children do in school for Hanukkah that is different than what they do at home?
So they actually are doing a menorah contest where they each have to design a special type of menorah in a certain way. And of course, when there's a children contest, project contest, of course, that involves the parents as well. But I should say that my kids actually did a pretty good job, each one doing their own. My oldest did a music menorah where she laid out on the bottom, she created a little piano, and then she put these little trumpets, and each trumpet was another holder for one of the candles. Another one, my other son, he's made a Kotel menorah, which is the Western Wall in Jerusalem. My other son made a football menorah.
Nice. And
then my other daughter made a ring candy menorah. So they get pretty creative. They make all kinds of cute stuff, and what's really nice about the menorah is that you can really make it out of anything. As long as you have that flame, the candle or the oil or whatever, as far as the design of the menorah can be made any way, however you want, any design, any size, as long as it's not too high, and anything really works for that. And that's what's really nice about the menorah, that it brings out the creativity in the children.
Yeah, it sounds like it does. So does the middle candle always have to be taller than the others? Is there a rule about that?
The middle candle actually doesn't have to be in the middle. It's what we call the shamish, which means it's the helping candle. It's the one that we use in order to light the other ones. The reason that we have that candle, it could be on the side, it could be in the front, it could be in the middle, it doesn't matter where it is. The reason we have that additional candle is because we don't want to use the light of the menorah for anything. We want it to be dedicated just for its holy purpose, which is the light of the Channukah menorah. So therefore we have another candle, and if we were to use that flame for anything else, if you need to light something from it or use it for light or whatever, that we're using that additional one.
And this is probably the more superficial part of any holiday, but what are the traditions regarding gifts? Like in Christmas, everybody gives gifts. Are there rules for the gift-giving part of Hanukkah?
The Jewish tradition of Hanukkah is actually more connected to gelt, which is money, and that is in order to associate that with charity. Nevertheless, gift is also a way of giving and sharing, and that's encouraged as well. And there isn't really any protocol as far as what that can be. I think that we should be careful not to overdo it. Today, people they overspend themselves out of what they can afford, and that's also not a good thing. You know, you have to only do what you can do within your means, and not just to outdo other people, because that's not healthy either.
And that's a great lesson that the children do learn, that they need to stay within their means and they can still help others.
Yes.
So have you seen the TV show called Mrs. Maisel?
Some of it, yes.
She's Jewish, right?
Yeah.
Have we seen an episode where they do Hanukkah?
She's Jewish.
Yeah.
I don't know, is she Jewish in real life? I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know if the actress is.
No, the character is. We haven't seen a Hanukkah episode.
And that's supposed to portray what Jewish life was back in the 40s and 50s in New York City. For some reason, Judaism is associated with comedy. And I guess the reason for that is because, first of all, maybe Jews had a harder time finding some other jobs. And maybe it's because Jews sort of living throughout our history were always so downtrodden, and maybe the best thing that we always had was just the comedy aspect. You know, sometimes just to deal with the troubles in life is to joke about it, to have fun with it. Maybe that's why Jews were associated with comedy. Obviously, there's a lot of famous comedians, Jackie Mason, and so many others.
Yeah. That's interesting. I never thought of that before, but you're right. I'm thinking about Jerry Lewis, Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Right? Mel Brooks. Right?
Sure.
A lot of the real famous comedians were Jewish, especially if you're going back to the 60s, 70s.
The Three Stooges. The Three Stooges were Jewish, right?
Three Stooges were Jewish,
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the comedians were Jewish.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Wow, I never thought of that before. But you're right.
So your event on the downtown square starts at 5 o'clock.
Well, the lighting's going to be at 5:30.
Okay. And that's Sunday, the 22nd.
Yeah, we called it for 5:30.
Excellent. And then Leesburg will be on the 20th.
Probably till about 7. So we'll have, like I said, we'll have entertainment, music, latkes, donuts, dreidels, chocolate coins, all kinds of fun Hanukkah stuff. And of course the lighting of the big menorah, which should already be downtown, which is already downtown.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time, as you have all these years to spend with us, to teach us about Jewish traditions, in this case Hanukkah. Have a happy Hanukkah, Rabbi.
It's always my pleasure. Thank you so much. Happy Hanukkah to everyone listening.
You're welcome. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages.
Fox News, I'm Pam Puso. Summing up the impeachment vote.
Speaker Pelosi's House